Hi guys, welcome to Problem Man, episode 17. I think we've been doing this for a while. We've cut out some people. I'm not going to name names, but they rhyme with ABC. If you know what I'm talking about. On this episode, I have a very very cool guest. She has gold teeth, gold rings, and gold selling albums at some point. Everyone, Lady Donli.
Was good. How far? I don't have any gold rings on.
I have gold rings on.
Okay, for
So
both of us.
yeah.
I ain't got no gold teeth on today, but yeah, gold albums for sure. That's happening.
Hey, come on, man.
I don't know.
How you feeling? Were you in traffic today?
Man, I was in traffic 1 hour. I haven't been in traffic like that in a minute.
Yeah.
That was annoying.
I love traffic. 1 hour traffic is like nothing for me. I grew up in Lagos. It's 1 hour traffic is just me catching up on music and podcasts. Oh, ASAP Rocky, that's what's up. Let me listen to that.
No, I'm very impatient. So like, I'm patient in lots of things, but I'm also very impatient. Like when I'm in cars, I just want to get to my destination. So I'm like tapping my legs, and I'm just like, wow, this journey is nice.
Yeah. No, Lagos has broken me completely. So I don't even think about destinations again. I focus on the journey. And I notice things. When I'm in traffic, I notice things. I'm like, oh man, they've painted that billboard blue now. That's crazy. I'm like, I have like a childlike sense of wonder. I'm just like enjoying it for what it is.
I should
like,
actually do that.
Yeah, there's a different homeless person there now. Okay, that's cool. You just notice what's happening and how society is moving forward or backwards.
I should actually do that. I spent my ride like just with my Uber driver actually. Because I told you like I'm trying to learn French, and he picks me up from Alliance Francaise, and he just starts speaking French to me, and I'm like, bro, chill. Parlez français un peu, very small. He's like, okay, at least you're trying. Then he's trying to communicate with me in French, and we have like a whole ass.
Do you think your Uber driver positions himself to pick people up from Alliance Francaise?
I was thinking
just
that.
so he can speak French to
I was
them.
like, bro, like, what's that the chances? Like, what's going on? He was like, I don't know. He knows he has people here, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, I don't really believe in, like, chance. I feel like the universe kind of, like, sent him to me at that point. Because, like, earlier today, I tweeted that I need French-speaking friends.
Yeah.
And I collected his number after that because I'm going to text him.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. I mean, good luck.
I know. But
Yeah.
I figured that, like most Uber boat drivers are just like ordinary people that can meet on a daily.
Yeah.
They're just trying to make some more money.
Yeah.
And he seemed cool. He
cool.
says he's a rapper.
He's a rapper. Okay,
Yeah.
now he's cool.
Yeah, he's like.
Before I was just like, who is this French one? Now he's a French rapper.
Yeah, but he speaks French, so like I'll be calling him to practice.
I listened to some French rap actually. Yeah, there's this guy called Makala. I don't know if you know. He made it.
French rap's too aggressive for me.
It's very, very aggressive. But it's also like I think it's also like the fact that like French people are always protesting, and for a lot of rap is like defiance and rebellion. So it's a nice little middle ground. You know what Problem Man's about, right? The TV show. This show. It's not a TV show. Do you know what this show is about? If you had to guess.
People's problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
People send us problems and we help them while making content out of it. Because Nigerians have insane problems.
Facts.
In the first episode, someone called and said her she's trying to figure out this dynamic because the rest of her family think her aunt killed her grandma. And I thought that was really insane. And we figured it out. We helped her solve it, kind of. Not really. Mostly we did.
I feel like that's a very Nigerian problem. Like, that's normal.
And I only want Nigerian problems.
Yeah, that's like so normal.
Because our problems aren't global problems. It's like a mix of first world problems, third world problems, and like Game of Thrones problems.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy place.
Yeah. Do you want to get into the first problem?
Let's get it.
Okay. In the last episode, I used my laptop to handle the problems, and when we looked at the footage, it was very, very unwieldy. So I decided to use my phone like a teenager. Let's call this person.
Talk to me, boy.
Bam, 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 bam. It says calling, but I don't really know if it's calling.
Hello.
Hey, hi. This is TMT, and you are on Problem Man.
Hi, TMC.
Um,
Thank
yeah, I'm with Lady Donli, and we're trying to figure this issue out for you. So I'm going to keep you on
Okay.
the line, but I'm going to listen to your voice note first and call you back. Is that cool?
All right.
All right. So on the show, people send voice notes, and we have to listen to them. All right. Let's hear this person's problem.
Hi TMT and congrats on the new podcast. Now, straight into my problem. I have a friend who is convinced that as a country, Nigeria would be better off with white people ruling us, like if we were still in the colonial eras. And I have tried everything, trying to convince this boy, because every time something goes wrong, that's the first thing he says. And at this point, I feel like the only way this boy would ever listen is to beat him up and to beat it into his head. So, what do you advise me to do that does not involve jumping this guy outside?
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay.
That's a lot. Like,
Um.
that's actually a normal problem. Like, I hear that.
Yeah. What are you thinking? What kind of solution are you thinking? Because we have to think about this first and call him back. I don't want to just jump in there and guess.
I mean, like,
His friend thinks that Nigeria would have been better off if white people were ruling us.
a lot of people think like that.
And I know a lot of people think like that. I just don't expect a lot of young people to think like that.
But the thing is that the first question I always ask is, like, are they educated enough to, like, see the roots of our problems? Like, have they, like, thought about the roots of our problems and understand that
It's
the
white people.
literally,
Yeah.
like, colonialism is the root of all our problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm thinking.
Because if you deck the guy, like, he's still going to think that.
He's going to be like, these black people are decking me. White people won't have decked me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For having a different
Exactly.
free speech, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll be like, the whites won't have allowed this to happen.
Yeah.
I feel like the only thing you can do is, like, give him a book.
Mm.
One of these books about, like, the history of colonialism.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And if he doesn't understand, then you free him because it's bad vibes.
100%.
I don't know. There's nothing you can really tell someone that doesn't want to be educated, guy.
All right, let's call this person. I'm going to ask them to give us a fake name because I'm not trying to dox anyone on this show.
Hi.
Hey, hi, this is TMT and you are on Problem Man. Again, I'm joined by Lady Donli and we're trying to figure this situation out for you. Now the first thing I want to ask is your friend educated? Is your friend educated?
Yes. He's
So-
quite smart.
He's quite smart.
Nah. Questionable.
Donli doesn't think he's smart, I'm sorry.
I think he's, like, questionable.
Mm.
I don't know if he's smart or not. But
Okay.
the question
Let me
I
just
want
put
to
it like-
ask is, has he
Okay.
done any reading on the pre-colonial era? Like, because a lot of times, like, as black people, like, we don't actually look at the roots of our problems, and we're just like, okay, yeah, this is what happened. This is how we're going to run. So has he done any, like, reading? Has anybody bothered to educate him about, like,
Have you tried to talk
cause and
to Have you
effect?
tried to show him the history behind it?
Yeah.
I have tried. I have recommended him books. I've done a lot of things. He never wants to listen. He's very headstrong.
Yeah. I think you have two options at this point, man. You have three options. You have your option, which is to beat him, but then he's just going to think white people will never have beaten me,
Facts.
and you are part of the problem. So
Facts.
that's one option. You have another option, which is to do the work for him. And I don't believe in this. I think when someone is ignorant, I think you can guide them. I don't think you should ever do the work for them. So if you do the work, you can write him an essay with and cite like, sources explaining why Nigeria's problems comes from colonialism, right? You can do that. Or, like Donnie said, you can free him as a friend.
Because he's bad vibes. I'm sorry. Like,
Is he a good friend?
yeah,
Apart
true.
from this, does he show up for you?
No,
Mm.
not really, actually.
Ah.
We just talk once in a while. It's not like, it's just that every time we argue a lot, actually, to be quite frank. We argue over a lot of things. So sometimes I just decide to just leave him. I don't have the strength.
So you guys talk once in a while, but every time you talk, you fight.
Yes. Because of he says a lot of stupid things that I feel like he does not understand how foolish they sound.
You know, a lot of people have ops that they don't realize are ops because they're in close proximity with them.
Facts.
So this might be one of those situations. I think you need to make a sort of checklist of what a good friend should be and what an op should be. And, always supports me, check, good friend. We're always fighting, check, bad friend. So you make that checklist and you see what the score is, and then you can decide if you guys should still continue this friendship. What do you think about that?
That sounds nice.
Okay. And if he is an op, you can still beat his ass.
Literally was about to say that. I was about to say he can still chop the deck in.
Yeah, you can still chop the deck in. Yeah, just gather boys and, figure it out.
I know where he lives still, so it won't be that hard.
Perfect. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Are you guys in Lagos?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so it's never really difficult for someone in Lagos to get a beating. So let's figure it out. I'll leave it to your discretion, obviously.
All right.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
And please send us pictures.
Facts.
Pictures of
Of the decades. If
Of
it
the
happens,
decade. Yeah.
All right. I'll try my best.
Okay. We hope we've been helpful. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
easy.
Oh, that was very, very straightforward.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. It's not quite the level of contention we're used to on this show. Like
Yeah.
it's usually like more messed up problems. There was a guy on the last episode as well who said his problem was that his girlfriends kept leaving him for Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, Jesus is dead, I'm here. I was like, yo, you can't say that.
Yes, full on good church.
Has anyone ever left you for church? Fair enough. 2 months swag.
Me, I feel like the kind of people that I know that they've been there, done that. They've already left.
Some
their
people
journey
go
with
back though.
Christ.
Some people start, they play in the world and they're like, you know what, I think I like the safety of the church, and they go back. And
I mean, that's fair. Honestly, when people start getting over religious, me, I just free them because like it kind of like it's good to be religious. If that's your P, like,
yeah.
I support it. Do you understand? But like if it's just like it becomes overbearing, I'm out.
Fair enough.
Like I don't want anybody to be preaching to me about my lifestyle or
Yeah.
how. Because it's so funny because like my vocal coach, he's like super religious guy, and we have a great relationship because he's not overbearing.
Yeah.
Like he'll ask me if I have a problem, he'll be like, "Do you want me to pray for you?" And he'll pray for me, and I know that on his own he prays for me, but he's not like overbearing. Like,
Yeah.
follow me to church today,
Yeah.
or this thing you're doing. It's just like
No, it's like my parents are super religious, but then they have friends who are like overbearing, and they talk to them obviously, but they don't invite them to things.
this is like too much.
Yeah, and then every now and then they're like, I would say hyper religious friends are like, yo, why didn't you invite me to this thing? And it's like, oh, because there was alcohol and we know you don't drink. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, fair enough.
I feel like there's an age, I don't know if it's a cutoff mark where like Nigerian adults, like after like you get married, you have like maybe like 2 children, you're like, okay.
Who are our friends?
Do you understand? It now becomes, I'm leaving the world, I'm going to church, and your whole identity just becomes church. As in, you might have been like a party, like life for the party, but like now, your whole identity is church. You have nothing.
Yeah, I think it's like also part of growth, like because it happens to some people before they get married. It happens to some people in university.
I think some people also do it for community though.
100%.
Like as you're getting older, if you're feeling lonely, you go to church. Church feels like a nice little community.
No, yeah, and church, the community. It's like any community can be
Yeah.
really, really, really fulfilling and helpful.
Yeah.
Can be toxic sometimes, but let's not get into that. Yeah, it's time for another problem.
Let's go.
Okay. Problem. Oh man, we're recording the soundtrack for the show today.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's called Problem Man. If you could guess. All right, let's listen.
Hello, Problem Man. I have a problem and I need help. So first of all, I'm going to try and summarize this long story as short as possible, right? So my parents have a house, they stay together. I check in every now and then because I moved out, but parents are getting old. You know how that kind of P is now. So basically, there was this guy in my mom's church that came and was like, please, trying to make ends meet. I can't afford a place right now. And the places I'm seeing that I can afford is a bit far from where I work. So, please, can I, I have accommodation issues. And my mom is like, okay, no problem. Come and stay in the BQ till you can get a job, right? And my dad wasn't around a lot, so I think it was her own way of just doing what she wanted to do in the house. Anyways, fast forward 2 years down a year and a half after, and I'm talking to my brother on the phone, and he says, "Guy, do you know that this guy that stays in the BQ, he's coming with his wife now?" I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's coming with his wife. All right, is this a temporary situation? He said that's not the worst part. He said that she's pregnant with twins and she's about to give birth.
How did they know it's twins?
So now I am thinking of a way to reduce the responsibility and liability that comes with all of that. My dad is super uncomfortable. He doesn't have the mouth to yarn too much because he doesn't want to upset my moms. And yeah, how do I get this man and his new family out of?
Okay.
Damn.
A family planning episode, finally. A family planning question. Okay, so the thing is, I think him coming with his wife is kind of crazy. But coming with his wife and twins.
Territorial. He's like, I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain
That's
now,
what he's doing.
He's been spending time looking around the property.
He's been plotting. He's
Figuring
like, the man
out.
is not going to say anything. The woman is not going to chase me.
This will I can build a good swing for the kids here.
Calm, bro.
Yeah,
like-
if you get another car, we can park it here. Okay.
He's planned it, man.
I like this. This is
Probably do
premeditated.
things like we can do Thanksgiving in the compound with all our church people.
Yeah, this is
he's planned
nice. I kind of support them though, the family.
I mean, Fez,
Yeah, I like a new family, a young family. I think Lagos is a hard place.
at this point, the guy should just start paying rent.
Oh yeah, I forgot he wasn't paying rent.
Yeah, he's a freeloader.
Yeah. Oh.
It's his whole family. His
No.
kids are about to grow up in that compound for free.
Yeah. And then the money goes to their school fees. They can go to really nice schools.
I feel like in this kind of situation, the only thing that can happen is for them to say they should start contributing to the house.
Yeah, like paying for DSTV.
No, like it should give them a rent cost that is not really
Like
rent.
a token.
Yeah, but
thing.
it's like say you have to pay some stuff, and then after like this period of time, you have to leave.
Yeah. Okay.
Like give them a grace period,
How long?
like a year. That's long, but
It's pretty
like,
short.
nah,
Yeah.
grace period. By then, the kids will be one.
Mm-hmm.
They would have been able to save up money if he's gotten a job.
Can 1-year-olds walk?
No, I'm talking about the father.
I know, but can 1-year-olds walk?
Yeah. By one, like that's when people start. Most people start working on or before their first birthday.
Okay. That's crazy that like kids spend a year not knowing how to walk.
Like, they crawling.
It's just like raising kids that can't walk for 1 year. Anyway, back to the family.
Yeah, I feel like that's all you can really do. Is like, especially because she's pregnant, it's tricky. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm the person that kicked out this man and he's pregnant.
Yeah.
You know how would that look in church? It don't look good for mom.
Oh my God, Janice, that's
in the
their
same
accountability.
church.
Yes. No, I knew they were in the same church, but I was just trying to figure out why
Yeah, it doesn't
everyone
look
was
good.
uncomfortable. It does not look
So
good.
you just got to tell them that, okay, we'll give you this grace period so you can save. You have to contribute to the bills in the house. So you guys...
You're really good at this, by the
Nepa
way. you're way
I've
too
had
good at this.
a lot of freeloaders in my life.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, so you gotta contribute like light, electricity every month, service charge, all that. Yeah, that's basically they should have to pay a service charge, and
Yeah.
the guy should save for the year, and at the end of the year, he has to move out.
Okay, let's call
They
this.
should have that in writing.
Let's call this person and advise them. Let's see.
Yeah, a good lawyer.
Let's go. you think I should leave the part where the phone ring, or should we change it in post?
Yo, TMT.
Should leave it.
Hey, welcome to Problem Man. How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed, my G. Have fun.
I'm good, man. I am here with Lady Donli today, and we're trying to solve your problem.
Oh, please. I need help.
Okay, I mean, you have a house, and congrats, by the way. Most people don't. It's hard to own property.
It's not my house. It's my parents' house.
Yeah, but it's still property. You know, I mean, it's family property, and that's a beautiful thing. Your problem is that you
Thank
have
you.
a freeloader who has imposed themselves via charity and respectability in the church, and now you have to figure out.
Did you guys get the part where it was twins?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know he has twins?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know he has twins. Twins is crazy, bro.
Not one but two.
And he made the twins in the house.
I think. What?
Man
He
was
did.
up to. Man was busy.
Like, he fucked the fuck in the yard.
Did you say he fucked the fuck in the
That's
house?
what he said.
That's one of the craziest sentences I've ever heard in my
Man was
life.
getting busy in the back.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Jobless people have the most sex.
Was
They have
is,
nothing else.
is he jobless?
He's not.
Okay.
That's the thing. I don't even know if he has a real job. But it says the job he had, or he has, he can't make enough money to rent anywhere close by to where he works. Right? Like the place he can afford to rent is far off. So he was supposed to literally be in the yard for like a month or two. You get
Yeah.
now it's a year and a half, bro.
And he's building. He's building a family.
Expanding the family quick.
Come on, man. You
Bro,
you-
like how can I be moving out? And you are born inside the house. I moved out. You are bringing children
you know exactly
inside the yard.
you know exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, I need a diplomatic way to go about it. 'Cause
Oh no, you don't need to go diplomatic. You need to become underhanded. Let me tell you what's going to happen. After this message, I'm going to give you a number. He's my rat guy. His name is John. I'm not going to say his last name because, police. Anyway,
your
John-
rat guy.
yeah, John is going to rent you a barrel with 69 rats inside. You're going to put them in front of his house, and there's a little latch in front of it. Around 8 p.m., open the latch, move the barrel away. That family will leave their house in the next 48 hours.
But the rats were invaded his parents' house.
No, it's the BQ. And these rats are trained, by the way. John's rats are trained. So after spending 48 hours in the house, they go back to the barrel. They're sorted. I'm not even joking. Does that feel helpful to you?
I don't. No.
Okay. Don't
Okay.
you want to try?
Okay, let me tell you what I think my diplomatic answer is. My diplomatic answer is that you guys should tell him that you're going to allow him stay, and this might not be the best for you, but you guys should tell him that you're going to allow him to stay in the yard till the end of the year. Allow him to save up because he has a job, Abby. So he should be saving so that he can now move to somewhere that is closer, or even if you can't find anyone closer. At the end of the year, it's not your business. Charity is over.
Yeah. Tell him that you're turning the BQ into a hotel, an Airbnb.
No, you're turning the BQ into a workspace.
Mm-hmm.
So you just tell him, and you tell your parents, you'll be like, okay, we're giving him grace. So just tell him to the end of the year, and you say it in a very sweet way. You'll be like, man, okay, so we want to allow you to save. You're expanding your family. We understand things are hard, but also as you're here, you have to contribute to service charge because now you're expanding. You have a family of 4. Like,
so the year and a half that he's been there, he doesn't pay for water, electricity, DSTV, nothing.
Doesn't pay for shit, bro.
no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So now that he's expanding, you have to tell him, you'll be like, okay, bro, when you first came on, you were an individual, and now you're bringing on this whole new family. You guys are 4, so you have to now start paying service charge.
Oh man, this guy finessed.
You have to tell him. You have to find a way to tell him political correct. So you have to tell him
That's a
that.
bastard. Use church to hide.
Yes, no. You guys now have to tell him now. This is the
And tell
reason.
the church.
that he has to pay service charge to the end of the year because now he's adding more people, adding bills to your poor parents. Do you understand? As in, they're meant to be chilling. Their children, they are meant to empty the nest now. This one is bringing his nest.
Yeah.
So you
No,
send him to
it's
the
not
end
fair.
of the year.
It's not fair. But also tell the church, preempt them trying to report to the church or, get the pity, sympathy, whatever. So you talk to some deaconesses, some deacons, some leaders in the church, a few ushers, because they spread just the fastest, and you tell them what's happening, explain the situation.
But you package it.
Package it, yeah. You have to
tell them that, you're going to help him to the end of the year so that he can save. Because you know that he's expanding his family.
Yeah, and also ask them for advice. Like, we're really trying to help this guy, and we're trying to help him save so that he can plan and move and all of that. So they're also giving advice. So by the time he tries to get the sympathy from the church, they're in their heads. They helped you advise how to, they advised you how to get him out of there. So they're not even on his side in any way, shape, or form. How does that feel?
Okay, I like this version.
Yeah. Okay. So
I like this version. This is more helpful than the rat suggestion. Yeah.
No, but the rat suggestion is also very important because
no.
Yeah, because you can just think about it. The rat thing can help you in case this doesn't work. You have two options. Yeah. I'm going to send the guy's number just in case. You don't have to use it for anything. You can even use it for something else later.
John, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's just John, yeah. And, I like to give him business because he helped me out of a bind a long time ago. So it's nice I like to put my people
on. Okay.
Thank you for calling Problem Man. And I hope we solve your problems, man.
Thank you so much, bro.
Of course. That was easy. Your advice really came through on that one because that rat thing was not helping anybody. Yeah, but it's nice to try. Just see where people are.
No, but they'll invade this house.
They'll invade this house.
Actual house.
Yeah, that's true.
Otherwise, you don't know what's in the boys' quarters? Just a room down. Now you have 50 rats in your house. Your parents won't talk to you.
Yeah.
Life's not. Or the parents now have to move in with you. Next thing you have 5 people moving into your new apartment.
I've always thought about that, just renting a small place to 1 or 2 people, and then next thing just asking more and more.
That's what's been happening to me in my house actually.
Really?
Yeah, I rented a room out. Well, me and my cousin, we have a place together. We rented a room out, and next thing you know, my cook is telling me that 3 people stay in the room.
Oh.
I rented it to 1 person. Oh. The 3 people stay in there. Why?
To make the rent cheaper for him.
That's not how it works.
That's
you understand? Because our bills are increasing.
Yeah.
Because now there are 3 people in the room all the time.
Using more electricity, more water.
Exactly.
Yeah. More bad odor.
Bro, it's just
people smell.
Energies as well. I'm very big on energies. You're bringing all your energies and your millions and millions of friends.
Yeah. 3 million friends. Also, have you met any of the people?
I know, I met 2 of them. I mean, now we've evicted them.
Oh. Okay.
I don't like using the word evict, but we gave them a fair notice.
Yeah. How long do you give them?
We gave them 2-3 weeks.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid. And he was like, "You got me."
Yeah. Literally, yeah. Okay.
Hey.
We finesse for it. We finesse.
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us finesse for a bit.
That's nice.
But yeah,
how long did you let them finesse for before you?
Wow, because my cousin didn't even know. I didn't even know actually. Me and my cook, we were just gisting because we gist and shit. And she was like, "Oh, do you know there are 3 of them?" Let me ask. I was like, "Eh?" I said, "Yeah, what?" She was like, "No, don't tell them I told you." I was like, "Huh?" Yeah. And I told my cousin, and he's like, "Eh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then we just that's it. But that's my issue, honestly. I'm actually scared from renting spaces to people because it's either they don't pay, legit, they just won't pay.
Yeah.
If you're trying, or they'll bring their entire family into the room and then still not pay. Yo, they'll pay if you're paying monthly, or they'll start breaking in monthly into 10K every 3 weeks. Bro, how is that helping me? You're even just making me have more bills. So at this point, it's better to just leave.
Yeah.
It's better to turn into office space or whatever.
Have you turned into a studio?
Actually, Airbnb is better because Airbnb, they have no choice.
Yeah, but also I think about Airbnb in Lagos. Do those move units? Do people just do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bad. I bet people.
Are there tactics to get more customers online?
the best thing you can actually do is to offer experiences.
Yeah.
So it would be a lot of like foreign guests.
Mm.
It would be like, oh, when you come to my house, you know, I'll take you to the beach, a whole like package, and like they'll pay more for that.
That's dope.
And like they'll do it.
That's dope.
Just that I don't have the time or capacity to do any of that, so I'm not interested. So right now, the best thing for me to do is like rent to people that I kind of know.
Okay.
As well.
Who can package those deals?
Yeah, or even like people that just come to Niger, like friends that I have that come to Niger for like short periods of time that don't really live here. Then I know that I can like rent out a room to them. Not friends per se, but like people I know.
Yeah.
Community.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Yeah.
Easier.
You know, I think it's nice to help people with housing, but it's also nice to help them out of housing when they don't know what they're doing.
For sure.
So it'd be like that sometimes.
No, because people take the piss, especially in Lagos. I can't lie. Like you tell someone, yeah, come stay in my house. You know, it's cool. Like 2 weeks. You need a place to stay. They're like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, it's 1 month. It's like, okay, cool. Next thing you know, it's 2 months, and they're bringing their partner every 2 days, eating your food in the fridge, not contributing. Like people do. Like people will happily freeload off of you until you tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
And like that's really, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's really poor.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible. But it's part of life, man. It's what keeps us.
Yeah.
It's what makes us Nigerians. Freeloading off of each other. Before we go, we have a little segment on the show where we talk about what we want for the year. So Adela's going to play some music. Yeah, just play go to iTunes, play anything that looks like a beat. I would say play Moderation, because that's the Problem Man soundtrack. And yeah, we can just talk over it.
I bet.
All right. Oh. Just stop. We'll figure it out. Just say what you want. I'll add it in post. I'll add the beat.
What I want from the year?
Yeah. I'll start. Do you want to start?
Yeah, start.
All right, man. I want more problems for the show. So basically, I want more people in Niger to have problems, but soft problems that I can solve. I don't want teenage pregnancies or anything crazy like that. I want problems, but nice problems that I can actually solve, like the ones we've had today, and problems that are fun.
Yeah.
Like you shot yourself on the bus. That's insane. I want stuff like that. I want people to call me live in crisis mode. Yo, dog, what's happening? How can we do this? How do I beat the election? I'm kidding. Just how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I figure certain things out? And I want to help them. And I want to be able to turn that into clout and blow up.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I want a giant picture of them. Instead of saying I can't do that. I don't know, man. How government offices just have big pictures of Tinubu. I want.
That's fair enough.
That's my president. How about you? What do you want?
I want someone to give me $100,000.
Okay. It's very specific.
My
Your label. Well, I thought you said for your label. I was like,
for my indie label.
Yeah. What would you name it?
It already has a name. It's
Oh.
Bad Moon.
Bad Moon. That's cool. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I just want money, man.
Yeah.
Cash.
100K.
I mean, 100K for starters.
Yeah.
Then you can.
It can be higher. It can be more.
It can be higher. It can be less. Nothing less.
It can be 100. If someone offered you 100,000, 69, rest of the figures, just as a funny joke, but the actual money, would you accept it?
I see. Man.
You wouldn't be like, this is gross.
I want money. I want peace of mind. I want to wake up on positive energy.
Yeah.
I want to take my dad on a trip.
Where do you have in mind?
I don't know really. I feel like my dad is very. As long as I'm the one taking him, I'm happy.
Scotland.
No.
Too many white people. Too many sheep. Okay.
I think I'll take him to Rwanda.
Do you like Rwanda?
Have you been?
Nah, man.
Rwanda is nice, bro.
I heard there's a lot of grass.
And hills and stuff. Yeah, just take my dad on a trip, wholesome activities.
Yeah.
That's what my year's about. Money, most important. I want money. So if you're watching this and you feel like you want to invest into my business, just let me know.
Let's go, guys. She's a money maker. She'll make you money, and I'll fix your problems.
Thanks.
See you guys next week.